Good evening, sir. Good morning. Evening.
Good day.
Good day.
I just had lunch. It's 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, there you go.
And good evening, sir, I suppose.
It is. It's 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
My alarm, my old man alarm on my phone just said it's bedtime, but I'm rebelling against the man because I got to. Doesn't matter. But here's a $1 million question. Actually, before we do that, my name's Ned. It's good to meet you, Fox. Thanks for joining on the show.
It's a pleasure. I am not used to doing interviews because Jaymes is doing most of them. So I will try my best. I've done a couple or some interviews, yes. And English is not my first language, so I sometimes have to, think before I speak. So, just have some patience.
Oh, no, I can understand you perfectly, mate. Here's the thing: is I've spoken to JB a few times in the past, so I was excited to talk to you.
Okay, cool.
So, $1 million question though, going back to that, what did you have for lunch?
Meatballs. I'm Swedish.
Nice. Anyway, mate, thanks for joining us on the show. Of course, the new album Sunraven is out on October 18, and it's been 5 years since Wolf God. Obviously, a few things have happened in that time.
Yes, it has. Yeah.
So
we were on tour 5 years ago, or almost 5 years ago, a European tour for the Wolf God album, and then the pandemic strike. So we could just do half of it, and then we was stranded in London, and we had to find new flights home.
Man.
So that was the start of it for us with this new process.
I had a few mates that were in that same pickle. I got mates that were over in America that were abroad, and they'd literally just done 1 or 2 shows, and they had to clam their ass back home to Australia, which isn't an easy feat because we're all the way down here in the arse end of the world. So, but man, we're past that now. I think it's not gone.
Yeah. But that's maybe why it took us 5 years. Usually, it takes like 3 years to make a new album. But we a lot of people that couldn't be on tour, they ran into the studio and they wrote a new album. But we have just released one, and we are not, we work in our own way. So we couldn't go straight back into the studio and just record a new one because it takes some time for us. We're old.
You still feel like you're catching up from that previous album too? You know what I mean?
Like, yes. Because I don't think it's as many people that goes to live shows anymore. I don't know really why, because it's not a danger. But I don't really think that people find their way back to go to concerts. So of course, travel costs and a lot of costs has gone up. So it's hard to be a musician because we won't play for free, so the tickets raise as well. The price of tickets. So it's a bit hard time. It's a bit of a hard time, but in that way, it's kind of good that we all three of us have day jobs. We always had, so we are not really depending economically on the band, and that's a good thing. We can choose. We don't have to do every tour they come up with. We can choose.
Is that difficult to? I know even down here with me, like juggling being a musician and a family dude and working on that level. It's hard, man. It's hard to juggle. You on your level, the label and everything like that. Is it easy to keep it all going?
I think it's both a good thing and a bad thing with all this juggling stuff, because I think that might be a reason that we've been doing this for 25 years, because we're not worn out. We can after a tour we can go back to our places and stay away from each other for a while, till you really, yeah, after a while you want to meet again and you want to try new riffs, and then that's how it works for us.
See, that was one of my questions further down, but you know how you and JB, especially, like you've been doing this in 1996.
Yeah.
So how do you? Friendship is super important, and not just the musical side. But how do you keep going after that long and keep that friendship going? You know, without.
But I think we know each other so well. So we know that we don't have to meet every week or whatever. We can stay away from each other for a while, and then we can start on stuff. Or we spend a lot of time in my car, because we have our rehearsal space in Halmstad, where Ludwig lives, and it's a 6-hour drive to go there. So that's how we work. We go there on Friday, and then we rehearse all Saturday, and then we go home Sunday. So in that way we do really effective and quite long rehearsals, but not as many.
See, that's so. Is that 6 hours there and?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude! That's intense. Because our guitarist drives 2 hours.
Northern
end to get to us where we are, and then once a week. So I hear 6 hours.
But we are not rehearsing once a week.
That's like a whole day.
Maybe once a month.
Yeah.
So you have to be before shows and stuff. You have to be prepared. You have to prepare yourself at home. Yeah.
Absolutely. Do your homework. But of course, I mean, this new album is phenomenal.
Thanks.
And conceptually, it's inspired by Beowulf, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah. JB told me. He's writing all the lyrics, and he's taking good care of that. I'm not a writer, so he's responsible. But I think I think the lyrics are great, and the old saga is almost 1,000-year-old. So it's cool to have those kind of, because you can bring those fights and those things that's going on in that story to our life today. So that's a good thing.
I agree. I think metal especially tends to draw from, you know, folk story and folk music, I guess. There are only two genres I can think of that really draw from stories and about storytelling. I think it's important to keep it alive. I mean, you're not going to get some TikTok pop star shaking their ass and
no.
You know what I mean?
No. I agree. And you know, like the title of the second single, Wheel of Pain, you can adapt it to the movie Conan, with where Schwarzenegger is pushing the wheel, or you can. It can be the work day with kids and everything in your daily life. That can be a wheel as well. So, you know, if you can adapt it to different things. Yeah.
That's right. And man, there's so many good riffs on this album too. Like, man, it kicks off hard with that Skybound riff. Like, that's a solid man. And without spoiling it for everyone, but man, Winter Storm riffs, man, that reminds me of like it's good for the gym. That one, it's like a rocky montage.
It's good for fighting and drinking beer.
Yeah. Was that?
Yeah, but that's the kind of feeling we want to come out from our music. That you will get self-confident and stuff. That's important for us. And the thing is, we always try the ideas before we go to studio. We don't bring 30 ideas and then we put something together. We put things together in the rehearsal room, and we bring like 9 or 10 ideas to the studio, so we can start to record them right away when we come to the studio. Usually JB does some work with the singing thing and with the lyrics, of course, but the musically, most of it is done before. So that's the way we can try the ideas really hard before we go there, so we know they work. And we don't have to spend time recording stuff that you throw away or you put like a bonus track. We use them. So, and that's why we can record the way we do. We stay in the same big room, and we don't have click tracks. We use it's really old school, and you can use the bass track and the one rhythm guitar track and the drums from one take. And that's a bit special, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, in this digital age,
yeah,
you know,
people send files with the computers, blah blah blah, and you can record. You can record an album without meeting, you know.
Hey, that is true. That is true. But you know, each to their own the way they work. But I do like getting that feel for the songs, especially when you get those riffs, like those riffs we were talking about, and you get to hear them in that room, and you get those goosebumps. I don't know if you call it. You know what I mean? You get electricity between you all, and you go, "Oh shit!" You get excited, you know?
Yeah, and I think it's so. The first 3 tracks are a bit not the same, but it's, you know, they are traditional heavy metal songs, but then we have more variety going on later on in the like Black Lake. It's more the kind of riffs we made on Iron Will album, and it's so it's for those who can continue listen, you will be rewarded later on.
Yeah, it's good. It's a wild ride.
It's not, the first 3 are not bad, but I think it's going to happen more different stuff later on in the album.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I do want to know, because Triumph and Power came out 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And the album art, same artist, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a connection between the two because the artwork has. What's going on?
The thing is, he's been doing. It's Anthony Roberts. He done Triumph and Power, Sword Songs, Wolf God, and now Sunraven. So it's the latest 4 albums, and JB usually gives some directives, and then he gives us 5 or 6 sketches, and then we pick one of those, and then he work on that one properly. So I think that's why we use him for if he did the first one, maybe he's done all 10, because we love what he does. It's I think it's, and especially the latest one, it came out amazingly.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. But I thought there was some Easter egg that I was sort of missing. You know, I was looking at him going, "Oh, there's got to be the connection." 10 years. Like,
maybe it's the Viking guy.
I'm like, but there's that, but there's got to be the color. How's it all? Yeah. I mean,
and I like the pyramid, and the sun is around. Yeah, it's perfect.
Very clever. Very clever.
Yeah.
And I like what you guys did with the campaign. I think it was one of the festivals you were at, and you had the frame, and you had people taking the pictures, and tattoos. That was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, that was on Festival Bloodstock this summer. Yes, yeah.
Man, do you see many real tattoos though? Real Grand Magus tattoos?
Yeah, some of them. Usually, it usually happens every signing session, actually. But then we had those funny fake ones you can put on for this festival, but that was label stuff.
Yeah. No, but it's cool. It's cool for the fans.
Yeah.
Not many bands do that anymore. It's just they put everything out digitally and stuff. So I think it's cool getting there and seeing people. And that Bloodstock, we don't get stuff like we get our festivals down here in Australia.
Yeah,
like that, bro. Like that's insane. And I saw the footage of you guys playing, and it looks fucking incredible, mate.
Yeah, it's a great festival. Yeah, it is.
Man, how did you test out the new stuff there?
Yeah, we tried out Skybound, I think the first time in Czech Republic, and then on Bloodstock. So that one is played twice, and it seems to work out well. And I think since we are doing the songs the way we are doing them together, I think maybe we could play. I think we could play the whole album and it would work as a live set. But we won't, because people want to hear other songs as well. But that's how it works. Yeah, for us.
And of course, you've been doing these Spotify playlists.
Yes.
Each member, and yours was interesting. It was, it's very diverse. You got some pop in there. You got some At the Gates. You had some Slayer's food group.
Yeah.
You got to have a bit of Slayer in there. But I thought it was really interesting, man. It was cool seeing, what makes you tick musically. Is there more to it though?
Sorry,
is there more to it? In terms of your own musical taste? So there's stuff, obviously you can't make a massive playlist, but
I got the question earlier in a former interview what I was new bands and stuff, and I really don't listen to new bands that much, and I listen a lot to classical music because that's what I listen to when I go to sleep. And I've been into folk music because I play cello as well, classical and folk music. So I think that's why I have this variety between tracks. But then, of course, I have to put on those metal songs that I like as well. So, but yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I love it. It's cool. It was a cool playlist. I was cracking at work today.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, but of course you're going to be hitting the road with a little band called Opeth.
Yeah. It's a small one. Yeah. we are opening for them. But the cool thing is it's because when you go on tour, if you're not the headliner yourself, if we go on a headline tour, it's in clubs, in small venues, 100 to 600 people, maybe something like that. But with Opeth, it's going to be bigger arenas, so it's going to be fun. But we've done a lot of support tours to Accept and Motorhead and Aim on the Marth several times. So it's we're used to that situation as well. But the cool thing with this tour in February is it just us two. It's not a package, because usually when we were in North America, it was us, and then it was At the Gates, and then Arch Enemy, and then Aim on the Marth. It's this big package tour. So I like this. It's going to be a bit more. More small one.
Buddies of yours for a long time, I'm guessing.
Sorry,
friends of yours.
Yeah. Especially Michael and JB are close friends, and but I know those guys as well. So it's going to be great. We met at the festival I mentioned earlier, Bloodstock. They were playing as a headliner, and we played during daylight. So it was a fun evening.
And Australia? Any...
we would love to go there, you know, but it's a money thing, because yeah, we have to get meatballs on the table as well. You know, we can't. We have to. We can't do it for free. You know, and we have to get more fans in Australia so we can make it happen.
So what do you mean bands over there don't play for exposure? You know, for free?
Yeah.
You know, for that one beer and a...
yeah, exactly. Yeah, now those days are over. We've done that.
Yeah, real cash, money down.
yeah. I'm really fancy. Look at all my gold rings. None.
Being in a band is expensive, I know, but it's fun. That's why we do it. But man, if you come down at some point, you know you're gonna look after. We're gonna have beers for you. We're gonna have you for you. We're gonna have a good time.
And I want to go gold hunting. Woo! You know that.
Yeah.
I've seen the show. What is it called when they're looking for gold nuggets?
Yeah.
Gold Hunters Australia. I love it. Me and my son usually look at it.
Hey, there's not around where I live. There's no gold. There's just a lot of snakes and spiders.
Okay. Yeah. Sharks. I like diving.
A little bit. You know, they're okay. You know.
Yeah.
Good time. But
we would love to. It's not that we don't like your country. We would love to, but it's you know, it's a when the right time comes, we will come. I hope.
And I'll be there, brother.
Great.
But hey man, thanks again for hanging out. We're gonna have all the links down here in the show notes and on the website. Fox, take care of yourself. Say hello to the rest of the boys, and
I will
go kick ass.
Yeah, to turn it up
to 11. That's the way. Great. Thank you, brother. Take care of yourself. All right.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.